International Monetary Fund has officially approved XRP as the best payment system for cross-border transactions. They have also agreed that XRP will be used by the World Bank and as part of the ISO 222 system in collaboration with SWIFT to make cross-border payments easier. They expect the value of XRP to reach $419.37 per XRP by January 2026. Everything will start to happen in the next 24 hours when XRP is added to both the ASLA 222 system and the World Bank. In fact, the XRP ledger market cap is expected to reach $1.25 quadrillion. This is because a lot of money will be pouring into the XRP ledger as a whole, which could replace all of SWIFT's current financial networks through the ISO 222 standard and instead use the XRP ledger to handle payments. This makes XRP's value skyrocket because there is so little of it and so many people want it. That's why we say the next 24 hours are very important for XRP. They mark the beginning of the road toward integration and the release of integration that will bring in over $5 trillion 0 cents in daily volume. Before we start this video, we want to tell you that we're giving away free XRP worth up to $100 0 cents to everyone who watches it. In fact, all you have to do to get that free XRP is leave a message below the video. Click the like button to follow. Also, you need to use the link in the description to sign up and uphold, and then you need to make a purchase. It could be a penny, $1, or $10. But if you sign up and keep it up using the link in the description and make a trade, you'll get that juicy bonus of up to $100 0 cents that you can use to get even more XRP. So let's start the video right away. Right now, we're looking at $95 0 cents per Bitcoin and $2.21 per XRP. Everything will change in the next 24 hours though, as over $5 trillion 0 cents will start flowing every day. By January 26, the market value of XRP will hit $1.25 quadrillion, and it will be worth more than $100 0 cents or $419.37 per XRP. This happens at the same time that the US officially sets the price of XRP and approves it for use as payment. Ripple also joins the digital dollar effort, which will create a global digital dollar that will make it easier to send money to people all over the world. This is a big step toward putting the US dollar and XRP together in digital exchanges, and we can see it right now. As a part of the Federal Reserve, XRP is also becoming a very important currency. There are many stories that say XRP will be used and accepted by all US banks. They also say that the Federal Reserve will connect XRP to the Ripple network. Not only that, but we also need to understand how big this problem is. So much so that JP Morgan stated that XRP would be accepted as a payment method by all JP Morgan Chase banks around the world, not just in the US. To top it all off, JP Morgan, one of the most important banks, will say that XRP is now worth between $7,500 0 cents and $10 0 cents. And will lose all of its value in the next 3 to 4 months. When we think about this again, we need to understand that JP Morgan Chase has information that we at retail stores don't. We've seen that the voters are trying to hide this information by saying that they want to stop people from buying XRP in stores while they are thinking about working with Ripple Labs. They don't want regular people to own XRP. Instead, they want institutions and the government to own it. They're trying to get it back by not letting people buy it in stores and doing a big buyback, which we'll talk about in a different film. But it's happening right now. You can see on the screen right now that these reports prove that the Federal Reserve Bank will no longer let regular people buy XRP. This is brand new information that came out on April 21, 2025. In other words, 5 days ago. Once more, it's happening right in front of a ride. In fact, these huge organizations are just now starting to use it. It makes sense too. After a relationship with Ripple, Amazon just agreed to work with Ripple Labs to add XRP as a payment option. This is Ripple and this is Amazon. You can see that the huge partnership uses XRP to help with transactions and as a payment method. We also look at the world of free trade around the world, which is responsible for trillions of deals. It's all going to change over to the XRP record in the new banking system. As we talk about institutional adoption, let's look at the Crypto Trading Fund, which is the first payment rewards framework and launched with its own CTF rewards token. It's the biggest project on the XRP ledger and is leading the way by working with and adding Amazon and Walmart. The CTF token is expected to reach over $748.50 and have a market value of $20 billion 0 cents in the next 2 weeks. A token that costs 61 cents goes up to $748.50 when you look at it that way, as proven by a large number of XRP analysts and experts both in the XRP space and in the Bitcoin and Solana spaces as well. Everyone is saying that the CTF token will get a lot of attention and be in high demand. However, there are only 120 million available, which is very few. This means that there will be a huge supply shock. All of this will happen on May 3, which is also when they said they would burn a lot of XRP Ledger CTF tokens, 1 million of them. Because of this, there will be a huge change in the amount of the CTF token, which will cause its price to skyrocket. It's time to look at the CTF charts, guys. Now is the time. There has been merging. We are now at the line of consolidation, which means this is a great time to get in before that huge pump shows up. This needs your attention. This is already in the green, up 5%, and it keeps going up every day. So we need to realize that the moment has arrived. There is a chance, and we need to pay close attention to the charts because a big breakout is very likely to happen. Hey guys, I want to tell you something, but I need to make it clear that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own study. If you want to learn more about the CTF coin, I will leave the link on the XRP ledger. And once more, we need to see what they've done since this is a utility-based coin. Payment benefits are what we're talking about. We're going to talk about payments. When you work on projects, you want to find this, right? Real payment projects that are based on usefulness. Over $3,980,000 0 cents has been received by the crypto chain fund, which is either the CTF token or the real fund. They can be found on MEX, LBank, Bank Exchange, DEX, and the XRP library. More than 33,000 people have used them. They've officially signed up Amazon, Walmart, and Crypt City. They were designed and are still made to work with banks and stores. And for the world's payment system to truly go global and become global, this is just something we need to look into when you do your study. This is good news for bulls. I have to say that I'm so hopeful about this. Can I see what could happen? It's clear that the next bull run will be a payments bull run. Having something like the crypto trading fund, which is a fairly new project, about a year or two old, with only about 7,000 holders, is again nothing compared to the 70 million holders you're talking about. It's early, but they are one of the strong utility tokens as shown by the fact that they have been out there for a while now. This burn on May 3rd is going to cause a huge price increase, which is going to be really good for the market. So guys, I'm going to end the video by saying, let's take a look back at XRP, because once more, when we look at XRP, we have to look at it on a world level, and people are expecting $10,000 0 cents to $30 0 cents per XRP. We're going to find out for sure what will happen very soon from now on. So to wrap up, I'd like to show you this movie. In it, $1 trillion